So this is what happens. You play a decent game, get few kills, you make your way close to the end circles. Everything is going fine, you are calm, you are focused, but there is always something that is not letting you to get the win. So what's the reason? It may be different every time. The context, the situation you are going through, no one will understand that. But here are few tricks and techniques that will help you increase your chances of getting the chicken dinner. So let's get started. Well, first tip, do not loot in the in circles. My friends have a habit of jumping into the loot box every time they kill the enemy. Even when there are just 2 or 3 more left, they just can't help themselves every time. Don't know what they are going to do with those bullets. So guys, hold your temptation. When there are just few people left in the ending circle, whenever you shoot a bullet, you are revealing your location. If the enemy spots you because of the bullet marks, they will wait for you to get to the box and easily kill you that way. And if it is really necessary to loot, sometimes you are out of bullets or first aid, just do not stay still while looting. Keep moving, plan a nearest cover if you are going for the box, or build a smoke wall. If you have enough bullet for the remaining 2 guys and still you are tempted to go for the box, just hold your horses. That may be the trap and you may get killed in there. Second point, confuse your enemy. Well, there are a number of ways to do that. When you are in the final circle and enemy is holding a better reach, you can throw frag grenades just to confuse them, just to encourage them to make the mistake so that you can take the advantage. You can even use stun and smoke possible covers so that enemy mistakes it with a frag that will make them reveal their position, or you can throw even a random smoke just to attract enemy's attention so that you can easily make your way into the safe zone. When the circle is small and there are no covers, a smoke wall will make our way closer to the enemy. These are just few. There are multiple ways you can use your grenades, stun and smoke for your advantage to confuse the enemy. I have attached a video link in the description below of how pros do it with smoke, stuns and frag. You can check that video after you finish watching this one. Other than that, if your final fight is in the cities like Pochinki, or if there are buildings around and you know enemy is in one of them, just want to confirm the position, you can switch your guns and fire with both of them so that it will sound like 2 parties fighting and the enemy will at least try to see what's going on. It may or may not work, but you can still try that too. If you know there's an enemy in 2 or 3 storied building, you can keep running around the building and give footsteps from everywhere. That will confuse them a lot because they won't know from which side you are approaching and how many of you are there. You can just bait these chances if you are the only person remaining of your squad. Sometimes final circle is not just about gunfights, it becomes a bit psychological, so learn to adapt with that. Number 3, camouflage and use the I button, meaning hide well, choose the correct color of the cloth, choose the perfect bush and become the bush. And when you want to see around, don't move your body, just use the I button. In a TPP game, there's always an advantage of looking around you without moving, and it will help a lot in final circle, cause when you move there are more chances you get spotted. Number 4, be prone but do not be prone. In last point I thought about how to hide yourself, but in this one what I am trying to tell is don't just become busy hiding, be aware of your surroundings. Sometimes people are so focused for moving inside the circle or in the gameplay or whatever they are doing, they just forget to look at what's going on around them. In this gameplay, my friend is lying near an enemy and the enemy also does not know it yet. Here, what mistake my friend does is instead of using the I button, he just moves around and that reveals his position to the enemy and he gets killed before he could do something. Instead, if he was not too busy proning, if he was aware of the surrounding and if he had used the I button instead of moving and revealing himself, he had a better chance. Number 5, mind the zone. This may sound simple, but sometimes the final gameplay becomes so intense, there will be a lot of calculations going on in our head and we forget about the zone. And all the mind games you are playing all the effort you are making becomes useless if you ignore its value. So be loyal to the zone, respect the zone, and be as smart as possible to make the way to get in it and hold a better position. Number 6. Know when to kill and when not to. See this context. There are 3 people alive. One is you and there are other 2. It's an 1v1v1 situation. Enemies are holding a better position than you, and luckily you spot enemy B. You go for the shots, but while you are shooting, enemy A sees your location and shoots you down. If you want the win, sometimes the best decision is to hold the fire, especially in the situation like this. 1. You do not know the position of enemy A. When you don't have a better cover, you could let enemy A kill enemy B, and in the meantime you can get to a better cover or even get a kill of the remaining one. Number 7. Gun choices in final circle. If final fight happens in the cities, probably inside or near the buildings, SMGs like Uzi or Thompson will be great. But if the circle is in the open area, I would go for powerful close range AR guns like Groza or AKM. These make heavier damage. So what are your favorite guns for final circle? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like the video and if you want to see more content like this in the future, don't forget to subscribe and share it. If you have any suggestions, feedbacks, or you want me to make a video on something, comment that too. Okay guys, hope you have a good time. Hope this video helps in your gameplay. Keep enjoying, keep playing.